As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that Penguins Cup playoff hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock, joined by Adam Hoerner at the Printscape Arena at South Point, here inside the UPMC rink for PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel, simulcast on Peters Hockey TV. It's all part of TenbandTV, presented by Weight Loss Direct. You've heard of the TV show Last Man Standing. Tonight we've got a reality show for you. It's called Last Champ Standing. The Peters Township Indians began their title defense and their quest for a rare PIHL Penguins Cup three-peat tonight here at home, the number 4 seed against the number 5 seed, the Upper St. Clair Panthers. And Adam, as you take a helicopter view of the Rick Tingle era of Peters Township hockey, which has spanned 18 years, this Indians team, by and large, has done a good job avoiding the kind of first-round oopsie-daisy we saw a lot on the first night of quarterfinal action in the Penguins Cup playoffs. Having said that, this is an Upper St. Clair team that has played this Peters Township team competitively the last couple seasons. They split the season series this year. They were bulldozed by the Indians in last year's Penguins Cup final, in which the Indians won back-to-back championships. So they're playing a team with a big chip on their shoulder collectively, obviously, right 24 hours removed from a night where anything that could happen seemingly did happen in the playoffs.
It sure seemed that way, didn't it? And as we saw in an earlier round action as well. But, you know, you look at Peters, you mentioned Rick Tingle. You know, the game we did here together earlier this season, I hadn't seen a Peters Township hockey game, and I couldn't tell you how long. I was like, yep, that's Rick Tingle hockey, right off the hop. Peters Township plays very systematic. There's a structure to the way they play, and it was evident as soon as I saw them again for the first time, and it felt like forever. It was like I never left. So yeah, you know what you're going to get from Rick Tingle, and that's why the oopsie daisies don't happen. He has his guys ready for this time of year in October, and that's just how he coaches, and he gets that respect because he's been there and done everything. But you look at Upper St. Clair, it's a rivalry game, Matt, and as we've seen all throughout the postseason so far, the other classifications, throw all the paper out the window. Once the puck drops, anything can happen here tonight.
The Indians have certainly played themselves into postseason form, winning their last 6 regular season games, posting 3 shutouts in that span, outscoring their foes by a combined 26-6 in the process. But to your point, Adam, the Panthers playing pretty decent hockey to round out the month of February as well. They won 2 games on their season-ending 3-game homestand. They've won 3 of 4 overall, sort of righting the ship as they enter the postseason. And there's some star power in this game as well. On the Peters Township side, you've got Camden Martin, their team captain, the overall scoring champion in Class AAA, against the AAA Rocket Richard, if you will, Eli Rankin of Upper St. Clair.
Yeah, Rankin had 19 goals on the season, 32 points, 9 power play points, so he'll be looked to tonight, as will Dylan Yealy. He had 6 goals and 16 helpers on the year, 4 power play points for him. So those are 2 guys to watch for the Panthers. You know, the Panthers, look, they were good, 11-6, 2-1. 11-6, 0-2-1, sorry. You know, middle of the pack in terms of goals for and goals allowed. But, you know, middle of the pack is 56 goals allowed, which isn't that far behind the 42 the Peters allowed, and they were first in the class. And again, the depth, we talked about off the air, the depth of AAA is just staggering. You know, for a team to allow 56 goals over 20 games and still only be 6th in the class, that tells you how good AAA is overall. And the Panthers have some firepower as well, Matt. They have, you know, they do. They have, you mentioned, you know, we talked about it. You have Rankin. They have some depth up front. So, you know, I think Peters may be the favorite tonight coming in on paper, but how much has that meant so far? Not much in the games we've watched, so we shall see.
Rankin doing very well against the Indians in the regular season series, scoring a goal in a shutout victory over the Indians at the Ice Castle early in regular season play, and accounting for both their goals in the game that USC lost to Peters 7-2 here at Printscape Arena back on the 6th of February. Cam Martin did not face the Panthers that night, but he did win the AAA scoring title, as I said, with 35 points overall, 16 goals, 19 assists in regular season play. The real X factor, though, for Peters Township, I think, is Troy Jones. He's spent a lot of time playing travel team hockey, and that's eaten into his availability to the Peters Township Club this season, but he's been more and more present of late. He's been playing in more games and getting more ice time from Rick Tingle down the stretch. Peters Township has won 15 of the last 17 games in all, regular season and playoffs, in which he has appeared. That's a streak that dates all the way back to last season's run for Peters Township. And Jones, when he is in the lineup, he's made a pretty big impact.
Well, he has. You mentioned it. 5 goals, 11 assists. How about this? 6 power play points out of his 16. That's not a bad percentage for any player at 30-year points, coming with the man advantage. So special teams will matter tonight for the Indians, no doubt about it. And he's one of I'd say 5 or 6 guys we're going to keep an eye on tonight. And again, just it's the depth of Peters Township, and we know that they bring it between the pipes as well as they usually do.
Kyle Thomas has been dialed in, a 42-save shutout against Seneca Valley. And it was that game that allowed Pine Richland to eventually leapfrog Seneca Valley by 1 point for the #1 overall seed in the Class AAA tournament. So Kyle Thomas owed a favor by some of the boys in green. On the other side, Owen Laurent, a very talented sophomore. He wears number 35, like Kyle Thomas. He was a PIHL All-Star, also like Kyle Thomas. Laurent has a couple more years of high school hockey left. He has 8 regular season victories, but he, like his team, has had his peaks and his valleys.
Yeah, the 226 goals against, obviously a bit higher than Kyle Thomas, but I like the 911 save percentage for sure. It tells you that, he's stopping a good percentage, but maybe letting in a couple of softies here and there. And, look, it's a deep classification.
And now we pause, per Austin McLean, for the national anthem here before opening face-off at Printscape Arena between the Indians and Panthers. And so the Upper St. Clair Panthers off to our right already, and the Golden Domers, better known as the Peters Township Indians.
It's not Chartiers Valley down there.
No, it is not. Hydrogen peroxide and all, they are ready as well. And we are ready for this standalone edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV and Peters Hockey TV. Thanks to Indians fans who are watching on the Peters Hockey TV page, especially made on the TenbandTV site for our fundraising partner teams this season. And again, we expect that Kyle Thomas, the senior, will get the nod in goal for Peters Township, and that Owen Laurent, his sophomore counterpart, will oppose him. Laurent shut out the Indians once upon a time. October 19th was the date. Laurent stayed in goal for all 7 of those Peters Township goals. He finished that game despite having a very capable backup this season, and Timothy Cotterill, Panthers out for blood here tonight, not just after the last meeting, but after the way last year's playoff run ended for the visitors. We know there will be a new champion in 1A. We know now that there will be a new champion in 2A. Can Peters Township in 3A survive the purge? We are underway. And it's played at center ice by the Panthers, who push the puck from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin the game. Collision to the left of Thomas. Puck played into the corner. 50-50 battle won by Martin, the Indians captain, for Drew Alexander. Alexander, 28 points in the regular season, 4 in the last meeting between these clubs. A breakout campaign for him in his last year of high school hockey as Wateska forces the first save of the game from Laurent. Delayed offside situation against the Indians. That allows Captain Colin McCarthy, the senior blue liner, to play this puck for USC. Dave Stock, the third-year head coach, making an early line change as the Panthers are guilty of icing.
Both teams will change lines here before the face-off.
And we certainly hope that Dave Stock is on the mend. Injured his leg very badly in an adult league game that he was playing over the holiday break and has been on crutches, or had been on crutches, for some time. So hard to peep the USC bench from our vantage point, but wherever he is down there, we hope he's doing all right. Amir Al-Salani over the attacking line, and that's Thomas's first save of the hockey game and playoffs. Play to the corner. Ryan Bonomo, the junior, digging for it for USC. It comes in behind the Peters goal. Hudson Phillips, PIHL All-Star, defensively playing it ahead to Maeda. Maeda has a step. Maeda to the goal. He's pulled down, the puck sitting on the goal line as the net is dislodged. Maeda crashing right into Laurent. And the faceoff will come outside the USC zone, it appears.
Yeah, I don't know if he was hauled down so much as lost the edge there as he went in. Just ran out of real estate trying to find a deke in tight. And Laurent seems to be all right. Gets to his feet, gets his equipment back in order.
And I think to your point, with that being the case and with Laurent in a vulnerable position, that's why initially it looked like they were going to have the faceoff outside the zone, and now they are, in fact, moving it to neutral ice.
Yeah, and that was a no-fault collision, but definitely in the circumstance, I agree with moving that draw outside the zone for sure.
And false face-off, so take two for assistant captain Drew Lesak and Brady Holleran. Clean face-off win for Lesak, who won last year's Ryan Malone Award, a team award that the Panthers give for their most improved varsity player. Lesak, part of Dave Stock's three-man leadership group this season as the Indians play this puck from their own boards. The aforementioned Troy Jones behind his own net. Jones scoring a pair the last time these teams played each other in regular season action. Up to center, intended for Holleran. Stolen by Graham Tauk. Tauk, who had the game-winning goal in the first meeting of the year between these clubs, puts it out in front, and the centering pass is broken up by any number of Indian backcheckers as O'Donnell crosses the attacking line for Peters Township. O'Donnell to the corner. Panthers immediately take the puck over, but are unable to clear it. Palmieri toward goal, it's loose. Save again, Laurent! And there is no rebound as O'Donnell wanted one badly there.
Two big ones for Laurent. The first shot, I'm not sure if he saw it all the way, but he turns it. I couldn't find the rebound at first. Peters does, and Laurent able to find that at the last moment. A couple of big stops for him early in this hockey game. We stay scoreless about 2:15 into it.
The winner of this one plays Pine Richland in next Monday's 7:15 p.m. Penguins Cup semifinal at the Clearview Arena at the RMU Island Sports Center in Neville Township, which is where all the Penguins Cup semifinals will take place once again. And we look forward to participating in semifinal coverage, which we'll have more details about as the quarterfinal round wraps up. Offside are the Panthers. Upper St. Clair appearing in its second playoff in a 3-year span under Dave Stock. 5th playoff berth overall in the last 6 calendar years by USC. Panthers control another face-off. Rankin, the top gun, gets it deep. Wateska, far boards for Alexander. Alexander to center for Charlie Caputo, who's quietly had a very nice finish to his season. 10 goals, 16 points. Centering pass. Snapshot is blocked by Wateska.
He felt that one.
He did. Nico Gallardini let her rip. Rankin from above the right circle. Rankin trying to center it, but broken up by the Indians. Cam Martin on the counterattack for Peters Township. Martin flying down the right wing boards, but lost the puck. Good poke check there by Rory Shigensanowski, the all-star defenseman. Long lead pass intended for Rankin. That missed Rankin, and Phillips will play it around the official and up to Drew Alexander. Alexander for Caputo, who gets tied up at the Peters Township Championship banner at center ice. To the corner it comes for Zach Palmieri, alternate captain. At center, it's McCarthy for USC over the attacking line. McCarthy, right wing circle, centering pass. Oh, Thomas was leaning the wrong way, but did manage to get a piece of it. Puck played through center. This could be and will be icing on PT.
You mentioned the Ryan Malota award earlier. I didn't even realize such a thing existed, but you know I support it 100%. You and I will always have a soft spot for Mr. Malone. He was very kind to us in our interactions with him covering the PIHL earlier in our broadcasting careers. Some great memories coming out of that.
There's one thing I regret not asking him. He gets nicknamed Bugsy. His dad was nicknamed Bugsy as his shot goes wide of goal. Who gets to be Bugsy? They can't both be Bugsy. I wonder how they work that out.
Why not? Why not?
Bugsy Jr., I guess.
Yeah.
Bonomo on goal. And it's stopped by Thomas. Turnaround attempt half-heartedly by Yealy. That never made it to goal, and the Indians have it at center ice. Blake Ivanchik sends it beyond the reach of Laurent. It's played defensively by Owen Mucho. Mucho to the corner. O'Donnell has it for the Indians. Out in front, intended for Maeda. Couldn't handle the bouncing puck. And now Klein plays it with a high stick, so he relents. And USC crosses the Peters Township blue line. Driving the net is Yealy. He is sandwiched. Puck in behind the Peters Township goal. Out in front, overskated by one of the Panthers. Another good chance for Gallardini. That wouldn't go.
On the doorstep.
Jones forces a loud save there from Laurent.
That was a rip. Good save.
Lisak ahead of the play. They couldn't hook up. As he collides with Rankin at the blue line, the Indians send it back in the general direction of USC territory. Jacob Tear, the sophomore from his own blue line, turned over to the Indians. Snap shot, left side, goes wide. Rebound all the way to center. Wateska is run into. Upper St. Clair trying to establish a physical presence in this game, which remains scoreless with 11:45 to go in the first. Maeda from his own zone. Up to Holleran. Holleran near side for Jones. Jones trying to sneak it back to Holleran, but he's well covered. Holleran to the corner. Holleran down low for Maeda. Maeda looking for someone to go to out in front. Holleran trying to get open. Now Maeda is tied up by one of the Panthers. That's Lisak. McCarthy in on the play as well defensively, helping with the back check as the Panthers outmuscle the Indians and play that puck back to center.
Peters wants to know where the hooking call was, and I can't say I blame them. Big hit open ice for the Indians.
Lisak got the worst of that one as Peters Township ices it one more time.
Well, that last shift was a lot of fun. The Panthers kind of found their sea legs. They have two teams trade chances. Both goalies equal to the tasks along with the defenders. 6 minutes almost gone by in the game, still scoreless.
Rick Tingle trying to lead the Peters Township Indians to a 14th consecutive Penguins Cup semifinal round. Absolutely amazing run of consistency by that program.
I mean, it's no Aliquippa football streak, but that is impressive. That is a heck of a run. When you look at all the turnover with rosters and you know how deep AAA has been, that is very impressive.
Doing it with 14 seniors this year, one of the most voluminous senior classes, honestly, in the entire league, regardless of classification. Drop pass for Caputo, that's blocked. Good gap control there by Rory Shigensanowski. Upper St. Clair counterattacks. Here is Shigensanowski on the off wing. Out in front, Caputo picked it off and tried to lead it for Alexander. Panthers get it deep.
Tag up on side.
From the corner, the Indians play it up the near boards and beyond the reach of Shigensanowski. It will not be icing. Caputo up front for Peters Township, almost forced a turnover there. Now the Panthers in a bit of disarray behind their goaltender as Matt Skuvart crashes the party for Peters Township. From his own corner, Nevin Shigensanowski, the younger brother, the freshman, up ahead. Panthers deep into Peters Township territory. Out in front, just beyond the reach of Rankin. And it comes all the way to Caputo. Caputo gains the red line and sends it to the corner for Skuvart. Skuvart forces a save from Laurent. Skuvart trying to play the rebound out in front, but gives it right to one of the Panthers. That's Gallardini. Turnover to Klein, who tried to set up Skuvard on the doorstep. Nothing doing. Lead pass for Rankin. Rankin unable to handle. Kevin Fisher from neutral territory. Gains the red line and flips it toward goal. That eludes the glove of Laurent. McCarthy uses the glass to get it back to center ice. Palmieri for Klein as it's played near side defensively for Tauk. Tauk from his own half wall watches it go up beyond the Peters blue line. Palmieri's got a hustle here. He's got McQuaid bearing down on him. McQuaid goes down as play continues. Maeda through center. Luca Maeda over the attacking line. Maeda trying to split the last wave of defenders. Out in front it comes. It's loose. Idiots have it. They shoot. A good save point blank by Laurent. Tauk from center red. Dispossessed by Phillips. Approaching the midpoint of a still scoreless first period. Peters Township hosting Upper St. Clair. A 4 and a 5 respectively in the Class 3A Penguins Cup quarterfinals as Laurent covers a loose puck.
Big hit along the goal line to his left. Getting the worst of that for Peters Township was number 34.
Maeda.
Maeda, yes.
Maeda, a talented offensive defenseman, 16 regular season points, and has scored some big goals the last couple of years as this rebound is put just wide by Holleran. Another quality chance for Peters Township coming off the faceoff. Tear from his own end. Goes to his defensive partner, McCarthy. McCarthy leading it for Gallardini. Correction, that's Al-Solani, the junior forward. Al-Solani from the half wall to the point. Good stick work there by Maeda. Near side for Jones. Jones right wing side. Jones toe drag toward goal. Bouncing puck wide of Laurent. To the far boards. USC flipping this puck up to center. Corbel from the blue line. And now coming the other way for USC, Al-Solani. Al-Solani, snapshot. Thomas glances it aside with a blocker. Witeska behind the Peters Township goal. Outletting off the stick of Rankin and out of play.
7:37 left in the first. Both goalies have definitely been tested. Some loose pucks just sitting there above the crease. Both teams have had chances to bang them home and just haven't been able to get the stick to the puck in time. A lot of action here in the first period in and around both nets.
Own zone support is essential. We saw it last night in the 2A quarterfinals. Penn Trafford doing a very good job, a phenomenal job as Martin drives the net. Martin backhands, he scores!
Beautiful move, beautiful move.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal, Cam Martin. Undressing Laurent for the first Peters Township goal. He's not the scoring champ for nothing, folks.
That was in tight, went backhand, a move similar to what they tried on the opening moments when they crashed into the goaltender. That time he was able to have just enough inches in tight to make the final move and tuck it past Laurent.
28 first period goals for Peters Township this season, counting that one by Cam Martin, their front runner. Martin's 17th overall, first of the playoffs. That was the most first period goals this season to this point in Class AAA. This is what Peters Township does. They get up on you early. They make you chase the game early. Jeremy Poon plays it in behind the USC goal. McCarthy under duress from O'Donnell up to center. Fisher cuts it off and sends it back into Panther ice. Getting rubbed out of the play is John Rapepi, who scored his first ever varsity G-dub in that game against Seneca Valley. The only goal of that game, in fact, as Peters Township ground out the victory to close their regular season. Witeska unable to play that up the boards. Reaching for it is Tauk. Fisher pokes it away defensively. To center. Rapepi relents to McCarthy. Witeska off the boards, back inside USC territory. Panthers go D to D. McCarthy looking things over, goes back to his defensive partner. And that is Sheegan Sanoski. as Dave Stock wants to make a change on the fly here. 6 minutes remaining, first period. Peters Township taking a 1-0 lead on a beautiful individual effort and a goal by Camden Martin, this year's Class AAA scoring champion. Rankin, poke checked. Rankin was trying to one-up Mr. Martin there. Yealy has it, he shoots. Thomas, a big save. That might have caught a piece of the post to Thomas's right as well. Wateska officially credited with the only assist on the Martin goal. Wateska with half a dozen of those this year. Palmieri to Klein. Rankin crossing the blue line for USC, on goal, scoring! Eli Rankin nuzzles that nylon and the Panthers respond.
That was a sneaky good shot. He went low and it worked. Beat him stick side. And the Panthers a big answer goal with 5:19 to go in the first. Big response from them. Almost out of nowhere, that shot.
It is a goal scorer's goal. Rankin led AAA with 19 Gs during the regular season. Now he has 20 with his first postseason marker. And USC is right back in it. The Stars have come to play and the Panthers have come to play as Thomas makes a save from his knees at the far post. Tear gets it deep into Peters Township ice. Fisher. A shutout streak of over 118 minutes, roughly, by Kyle Thomas is history, thanks to Eli Rankin as Martin drives the net, but he is cut off by Tear.
Hoping for a deja vu goal there, but couldn't find the room.
Martin one-timer, Laurent the save, and Caputo couldn't smash in the rebound. Tear taking exception. Visit the shop at TenbandTV and check out all the great deals available now from our associate partners, including best-selling electronics from Amazon and discounted first visits to the Massage Envy outlet nearest you. Every purchase you make through the shop supports our playoff coverage and other regional content on TenbandTV. As always, thanks for watching and for shopping on tenband.tv/shop. Indians win the faceoff. Wateska trying to get it deep, but it's cut off by Lisak. Wateska settles it down at center. Holleran around the boards, deep inside USC ice. Sheegan Sanowski, near side, given away to the Indians. Lisak down the left wing for Upper St. Clair. Lisak around a man. Wateska does just enough to knock him off that puck. Holleran outletting for Jones. Jones, saucer pass near side for Maeda. He's poke checked immediately. Good defensive work again there by the All-Star. On goal it comes. Thomas freezes and gets hacked by Tauk. And let's see if anything comes of this.
I don't know. The refs are talking it over. But the doors to the sin bin will not open, I don't think.
March and Batko, tonight's referees. Kearns and Bickering, the linesmen. Big stakes, bigger officiating crews. We get a four-man crew for the Penguins Cup playoffs. Face-off coming to the right of Thomas as we do stay at 5-a-side. Now they're going to be keeping an eye on Tauk, though, because that was noticeably late that incident occurred after the whistle. Indians try to control another own zone face-off. It's poked at by Gallardini. Yealy, centering pass, snapshot. Thomas got a piece, and it goes high off the glass, just barely staying in play. Alexander from behind his own net. Up for Caputo. Final 3:30 of first period play. Alexander over the attacking line. Snapshot sticked aside by Laurent. Rankin has the rebound and sails it up to center. Yealy across the line. Yealy one-on-one with Phillips. Phillips stood with him. Up to center. Alexander couldn't settle it down. Al-Salani in an offside position. Phillips defensively, up to center, glances off Caputo's stick, pardon me. Off the boards, deep in Upper St. Clair ice. Alexander with his back to the play is double teamed immediately. And the Panthers win a puck battle. Luke Fisher, the junior forward, getting it to center for Bonomo. Bonomo chasing to the corner for Upper St. Clair. Phillips got there first for Peters Township. Out in front it comes, so that was intended for Al-Solani. Pass wouldn't connect. Phillips unable to clear the zone again. Shigensanowski trying to center for Bonomo. That pass too heavy. Indians having a bit of trouble getting out of their own zone, and finally they force it up to center for Jeremy Poon. The muckers and grinders out there for Rick Tingle. Poon, Rapepi, O'Donnell up front. Bonomo gains the red line, sends it to the corner. Jeremy Poon from deep in his own zone as Peters Township was trying to make a line change of their own, and we get a stoppage in play.
2:02 on the first period clock. Since the tying goal, things have weirdly settled down a little bit out there. Not as many chances since then. Both teams are obviously afraid to make that costly mistake maybe a little bit. Playoff hockey will do that to you sometimes.
McQuaid unable to get that puck deep, but he is backed up by McCarthy, and McCarthy will send it up for Lesak. Lesak for McQuaid, for Tauk. Tauk on goal. Thomas knocks it aside. Back to center it bounces. Landon Klein giving chase for the Indians. McCarthy across two lines for McQuaid. McQuaid colliding with Skuvart at center. Corbel off the glass. Skuvart giving chase for Peters Township. McCarthy ridden into the corner boards by Skuvart. Another collision near side. Ivanchik in the thick of that one. Ivanchik going after this puck. Ter is trying to reverse the play, and he sends it right side to McQuaid. McQuaid is not going to ice this puck as Palmieri retrieves it deep in his own territory. Klein off the linesman. Holleran gets it the rest of the way. Indians changing on the go. Final minute of first period play. 1-1 the score in Penguins Cup quarterfinal action between these South Hills rivals. Peters Township, Upper St. Clair. From the boards, it's sent up to Jones. Jones for Fisher. Fisher had that go underneath his skate. Sent to the corner. Wateska is there, and it is icing on USC.
Peters a chance maybe to establish some zone time with 38 seconds left. But the Panthers, I think, have done a good job at least the last several minutes of tilting this a bit more in their favor on the attacking side after Peters had the early edge in the hockey game.
Martin going forward off the faceoff. Martin behind the net. Martin wraparound try. Oh, Laurent had to make a tough save there. Indians have the rebound. Caputo in the corner. Too many black jerseys in the way. Bonomo near side. Bonomo to the corner. To the opposite end for Wateska it comes. Wateska with under 20 to go in the period. Loose puck between the circles picked up by Caputo. One last chance maybe for the Indians. Fisher for Caputo. Caputo wide of Laurent's glove. Alexander chasing the rebound. 5 seconds left. Indians need a shot, but they won't appear to get one as time expires. We've played one in South Point, and it is 1-1 between the Peters Township Indians and Upper St. Clair Panthers in Class 3A Penguins Cup quarterfinal play with Adam Hoerner. Matt Popchock here for PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel and Peters Hockey TV, presented by Weight Loss Direct.
jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
First period shots on goal. Peters Township 10, Upper St. Clair 6. Where it matters, Indians 1, Panthers 1. As the two-time champs host Upper St. Clair in quarterfinal action here at Printscape Arena at South Point. Matt Popchock with Adam Hoerner. PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel and Peters Hockey TV, all part of TenbandTV, presented by Weight Loss Direct. Panthers win the second period faceoff, and Kyle Thomas will stop things right there. Well, no big surprise who the first two goal scorers of the game were.
No, not at all. When your leaders step up, of course, in the postseason, especially early, it's good for any team. And indeed, Martin, the opening goal for the Indians. And then later Rankin for the Panthers.
Dylan Yaley getting the only helper on the Rankin goal officially. So Yaley had 16 of those during the regular season. A very nice 22-point campaign, Another one of those players that was juggling travel hockey commitments and high school hockey commitments, so didn't get talked about as much, kind of like Troy Jones of Peters Township, but very much an impact player for the visitors who watch this puck go the length of the ice, icing on Peters Township.
If you're watching this game and wondering what's happening in the Pittsburgh Penguins contest, Jesse Puljujarvi has the opening goal for the Pens, assisted by Ryan Graves, just like we drew it up, Matt.
There you go.
Just like we drew it up. Not on my bingo card for tonight, I can tell you that.
Bonomo to take this face-off for USC against Brady Hoerner. Hoerner wins it. Peters not able to immediately clear their zone, but Wateska, with help from Maeda, does so. Chase McDougall couldn't get to that puck. Indians play it defensively up to center underneath the stick of Jones. McCarthy retreating. Tear gets it up ahead to Bonomo. Bonomo wide of goal. Bouncing puck out in front. Wateska up the boards intended for Jones. Backpedaling is McCarthy. Up to the red line it comes, up to the blue line it comes now for McDougall, who steers it toward goal. Easy play there for Thomas. Jones gave it away to Yaley. Yaley across the attacking line. Yaley shooting over top goal, and that deflects wide of the corner. Centering pass for nobody in particular except Troy Jones, who takes it in stride. Jones over the attacking line as Hoerner driving the net. Jones forcing the save from Laurent. Puck battle won by the Panthers. Rankin, right wing side. Rankin one-on-one against Wateska. Tries to drag it between the circles. Onside play by Shigensanowski as it sails over top the net. Mucho retreating. O'Donnell up ahead to Skuvart. Skuvart with space. Skuvart, oh, that pass broken up. Good read there by Shigensanowski. Not a big score, but definitely can see why he got the All-Star nod. He has great vision for a defenseman.
Yeah, he was trying to find Jones. I think he forced that a little bit. It was in too tight. Panther defender too easy to get the lane on that pass.
Indians bring it out from behind their own net. That went off Shigensanowski's stick, it appears, so there is no icing. Skuvart finishes his check on McCarthy. In behind the USC goal, it is played by the Panthers. McQuaid up the boards. Tauk hits the red line, and he's hit in earnest by Skuvart. Korbel for Ivanchik. Ivanchik gains the red line and sends it to the corner as Peters wants to make a quick line change here early in a tie game second period. Caputo. Oh, Ivanchik lost his stick in the middle of that puck battle. Caputo trying to help him out. And now Ivanchik goes down in the corner. Peters fans want a penalty. None forthcoming as it comes back to center. And now we will have one as Tauk goes down. And the Indians visibly frustrated by what just transpired.
The Indians retaliated. I was about to point out, no penalties yet in this game tonight. Well, there's the first one. And a good chance here for the Panthers, who again responded very well to the early gorgeous goal by Martin with a nice shot of their own. And from Rankin, I imagine he will start this power play. Indeed, he will take the draw for the Panthers. No, check that. He'll be on the left wing side to open it.
Tripping the indication against Austin Corbel, the senior D-man. Upper St. Clair has the game's first power play, as Adam said. Peters Township, number 2 on the PK in regular season play at 84.1%. Good chance for USC to right the wrongs on the power play from their regular season. They ranked 9th at 19.3%, and they have this puck toward Thomas, who makes the save, and the rebound is cleared immediately. Hudson Phillips not standing on ceremony.
Well defended. A great initial save. You're right. He had no chance in that rebound, Matt. Good thing his defender was there to bail him out.
Shigan-Sanowski, left wing circle, ridden all the way by Fisher. Fisher works the puck loose, sends it around the boards, and just beyond the reach of McCarthy.
He tried hard on that one, but it does leave the zone.
Bonomo near side, a minute 23 to go in the Panther power play. Yealy deferring to Rankin. Rankin dropping for McCarthy. McCarthy, good stick work there by Martin. Martin, who has scored shorthanded for the Indians this season, is pressing at the blue line, and Alexander takes over for Peters Township. Alexander putting pressure on the USC breakout as one of the Panthers goes down. Rankin wanted to call.
He's still down over there.
Cam Martin is hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
And
he off.
He has gotten back over the boards and to the Peters Township bench. Good eye, Adam.
He practically crawled to the bench. Luckily, he went down near it.
From the corner, it's sent out in front to Mucho for Bonomo. Bonomo cross ice for Gallardini. Gallardini hesitated, had a bit of trouble handling that pass, but Mucho for Bonomo to save made Thomas. The rebound is held by the Panthers. 25 to go in the power play for USC. In behind the net now, McDougal tied up by Fisher. Fisher trying to lift that stick. McDougal strong on the puck around the boards. Gallardini, now he's trapped by Alexander. All just a ploy by Alexander to kill off the rest of that penalty time. 5 seconds left now. Good work by Alexander. USC can't play it and can't unfreeze it. Officials not obliging with a whistle, and so a man comes on for Peters Township. They're back to 5 aside as the whistle finally does blow.
They really let that go for quite a stretch. Must have seen it moving ever so slightly down there along the wall, but finally pinched enough to draw the faceoff. Both teams change. I was watching Martin. He was on his feet on the bench area. Now I believe he is seated again, but we'll keep our eyes on the Peters bench. Obviously a huge blow if he cannot return for any length of time.
Puck out of play just outside the Peters Township blue line. Martin with 6 points in his final 3 regular season games to secure the 2023-2024 scoring title in AAA, finishing just 3 points ahead of Rankin, by the way, so it was a very close race. Klein around Shigan-Sanowski, lost the puck, delayed offside. Klein has to cede possession, and he does. Panthers in a bit of disarray. Klein trying to interrupt the forward momentum of the Panthers there and almost created a dangerous opportunity for the Peters Township Indians. From center, it's played deep by Nevin Shigan-Sanowski. Defensively, Zach Palmieri gave it away to Gallardini. Gallardini around a man. Gallardini toward goal, blocked by Wateska. Slap shot. Thomas a save. The rebound out in front. Thomas another save, reflexively with that right leg. Played out in front again. Tauk put it wide. He had one earlier this year against Thomas. Almost had another. Not for nothing, we remain 1-1 with 10:45 to go to the ice cut.
I'm not sure Thomas saw everything he got a piece of there, but he did get a piece of quite a few chances.
That went off the referee's skate, and it was nearly a break for Charlie Caputo, who thought about taking that puck in on Owen Laurent. But instead it comes to the corner in Peters Township ice, and it'll be icing on the Panthers.
10:25 to go, still tied at 1 here at Printscape.
No matter how many goals are scored in this one, I got there eventually, we at TenbandTV know the most important goal is self-care. Scan the Weight Loss Direct QR code on your screen throughout tonight's broadcast to save $50 off your own personal weight loss program. Thanks to Weight Loss Direct for sponsoring another season of PIHL hockey on the PIHL channel. Indians win the faceoff just outside their own blue line. O'Donnell pausing to get onside for Jones. From the corner, Yaley trying to go up to Rankin. Those two hooked up for the only Panther goal thus far. Yaley across the attacking line. Yaley off-balance shot. That just barely stays in play, ticking high off the glass. Behind the net, Yaley trying to go out in front for Rankin. It's broken up by Peters Township. Jones for Maeda. That pass too heavy. To center it comes. Corbel for Jones. And Martin does step back onto the ice for Rick Tingle. McCarthy. Murphy dumping that puck deep into Peters Township ice. Corbel reversing the play. Off the glass, gloved down by one of the Panthers. Lisak called for a hand pass.
So come outside the blue line then with 9:30 left in period 2.
The only 2 goals in this game by Martin and Rankin coming just barely over 2 minutes apart in that opening period.
Martin back on the ice, by the way. Good news for the Indians.
You'd have to do extreme things to get him to miss the rest of a playoff game, I'll tell you that. Wateska for Camden Martin. Martin up to Alexander. Alexander unable to accept the pass. And getting it deep for Upper St. Clair is McQuaid. Phillips from behind his own goal, off the glass. No icing, officials say. Martin in hot pursuit. Panthers are going to get there first. Up to center, Alexander reeling it in. Alexander not on the same page with Martin. Panthers counterattack. Lisak slap shot wide. Mucho has a rebound. He's hit hard. Good hip check there by Caputo, just as he got that puck. Lead pass to Martin. Martin over the attacking line as Caputo going to the net. Martin out in front. Martin knocked down, penalty coming up on the Panthers. Out in front it comes Alexander, putting it off of Laurent. And now the whistle does blow, and so the Indians go on the man advantage for the first time in a tie game.
When you have a sequence where one team gets a penalty where both could have, you know that even up call is coming, and now Martin does a good job of drawing the tripping call as we are past the halfway point of the hockey game. Still knotted at 1, and the Indians now go to work on the man advantage, their first chance of the night. Looks like they'll drop this puck at center ice. Maybe we had a high stick on the puck. I think that's what stopped play ultimately because Upper St. Clair never got control. So indeed, it was a high stick on the Indians.
And at center, it's Alexander against Yaley. Peters Township going to work on the power play with the 4th-ranked unit during the regular season, 22.7%. Upper St. Clair, another solid penalty-killing team like the Indians, ranked right behind them in PKs at 83.3%. 3rd in the 11-team AAA classification. Martin from the prone position. Maeda gloves it down. Maeda right wing circle, chasing this puck behind the net. Good stick check there by Rankin as the Panthers clear it well beyond Palmieri. 1:25 to go in the Indians' first power play as we've got about 7.5 to go to the ice cut. Peters Township trying to untie a 1-1 game here in 5-on-4 play. Jones pinned up against the boards, and clearing it for the Panthers is Tear. Dave Stock changing penalty killers. From behind his own net, Maeda taking his time to let his power play get set up. Maeda speeding up to center ice now for Peters Township. Maeda over the line. Maeda behind the net. Maeda left wing circle, cross ice for Alexander. Correction, Jones. Jones into the glove of Laurent.
The Indians not really I wouldn't say cooking with gas in this power play. A good kill by the Panthers. That shot was decent, but the Indians will do well to win this draw and establish some zone time to close out this power play with under 7 minutes to go in the second.
The first shot of the period unofficially for the home team, in fact. Now, interestingly, the last time these teams met, Upper St. Clair outshot Peters Township badly in the first period. The Indians' only shot was a goal by Joey Wateska, and Peters Township went on to win the game decisively. And here is Maeda driving the net one more time as the Panthers get another clear. This time it's Gallardini doing the honors. Final chance for the Indians' first power play. Klein, chased from behind by Fisher. Klein, Fisher lets it go to Skuvart. Skuvart from an angle, save made. The rebound is almost tucked in behind Laurent. Oh, good thought there by the man on that puck for Peters Township. That was Klein, it looks like. But Laurent had other ideas.
Been an interesting game in general. Neither team able to enjoy sustained momentum. You see spurts of it, but it's been a very, well, it's 1-1 obviously. It's been a very evenly matched hockey game so far. The Indians had a little more hop early, but the Panthers were able to match it.
So we'll do it again from the same spot as Laurent is ready with the glove. Both teams 1 for 1 on the penalty kill now as second period time winds down. O'Donnell trying to get it to Caputo. It's in on Laurent again, and again we'll face it off in the far face-off circle. Dave Stock making some personnel changes before this face-off in his own zone. To the corner it comes. Bonomo up to center. And sent deep by Al-Salani. Wateska defensively for the Indians. From the corner, around the boards. Jones unable to reach it. Wateska will give chase again defensively for Peters Township. Play it off the glass. Good play with the glove by Tear, but
they say it just came outside the blue line. I think he tried to keep it in, tried to sell it, but the refs say no, puck left the zone, so you get the offside call.
Peters Township 4 shots on goal on that power play unofficially. Owen Laurent continuing to hold his own, the talented sophomore for Upper St. Clair. Face-off controlled by Phillips. Phillips 1 against 2 across the USC blue line. And the puck will come again into USC territory, courtesy of Phillips. Lead pass to Yaley. Yaley across the line. Rankin cutting down the middle. Yaley trying to go that way, but too well covered. To the point for Sheegan-Sanowski. It's deflected in front and played back to the point for Cam Martin. Martin deferring to Alexander. Back to Martin. Martin speeding over the attacking line. Centering for Alexander. Alexander had it bounce off his stick at the last moment. Oh, that's a bit of a break for the Panthers. Yaley across the line. Yaley wide of goal as he's dumped. Rapepi involved in that play as Martin tries to outmaneuver Rankin. Rankin got the best of that sequence. Rankin over the line. Rankin drop pass for Yaley. The dynamic duo out there for the Panthers late in this second period. Martin plays it along the boards. Shrugs off a check. Forgot the puck. It comes up to Yaley. Yaley crisscrossing with Rankin. Rankin right circle. Fires high and wide into the protective netting.
4:23 to the ice cut. It's anybody's game right now, Matt. It really is. I'm not leaning one way or the other watching this thing play out. It's going to be one of those things where the right bounce at the right time is going to be what tells the story here tonight.
The longer it stays 1-1, plain and simple, the longer I think that benefits Upper St. Clair, mentally, if not physically.
No doubt.
Palmieri, corner to corner for Corbel. Up to center for Klein. Klein, checked from behind by McQuaid. McCarthy behind his own net. Tauk to nobody in particular. Wateska plays this puck at the red line. Around the boards, it'll come to McCarthy. McCarthy from the left circle, near side. Lisak. Maeda. Wateska now trying to provide support on the back check. Shot from a bad angle by McQuaid is denied off the blocker of Thomas. Turnaround try. That went just wide. And that came off the stick of Tauk and didn't miss by a lot.
Thomas went down early. That might have beat him had it found the net.
Outlet pass eventually comes to Hoerner. Hoerner with speed over the line. Hoerner, right circle, fires on Laurent. He makes the save. Palmieri through a crowd. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Owen Laurent.
3:18 to go as both teams change sides, and maybe a chance here for Peters to get some zone time if they can win the draw late here in the second.
Face off to Laurent's left. Indians win it cleanly. Fisher, wide of goal. Panthers get to the puck first. Mucho off the boards for Bonomo. That went off the backside of one of the Panthers up ahead of the play. That was Alsolani, excuse me. It's sent inside Upper St. Clair ice one more time by the Indians. Shigan-Sanowski up the boards for Bonomo. Bonomo for Shigan-Sanowski. To Alsolani, right wing side. To the corner for Shigan-Sanowski. Shigan-Sanowski like another forward out there sometimes for USC. Mucho to the boards. From the corner is Fisher. Fisher off the glass. Avancek watches the Panthers play this puck in front of their own goaltender. O'Donnell tied up in front of the Upper St. Clair bench. Fisher from behind his own net. Panthers make a line change. Final 2:15 of the period. Centering pass O'Donnell. Back to Jones. Jones whiffed on the shot.
Forgot the puck.
It's been that kind of a game. Nothing coming easily offensively for either side. Now Peters Township changing on the go. Martin and his line back on there for Rick Tingle. Martin sends it into Panther ice. Yaley right there at the blue line. Indians waiting at center, and Jones biffs another attempt as he tries to get this puck deep. Yaley this time losing the puck. Oh, now the late period ice, that slush building up.
Yeah.
Maybe a factor.
That was going to be my comment as well.
Fisher toward goal. Save Laurent, and he has the rebound. Alexander losing his stick. Trying to maybe sell a call late in the period. It did not work.
The Indians will change sides. Martin's not sure what. Martin, come on, coach, what? I want to stay on for the faceoff, bud. And the Martin line will come off with 1:27 to go in the second period.
Now, he might not have the depth of his recent state championship team, for example, but Rick Tingle can usually roll three good solid lines and be pretty comfortable doing it. And not every high school hockey team in Western Pennsylvania has that luxury, sadly. Hoerner, near side for Maeda. Nifty little pass up to Brady Hoerner. Hoerner down the left wing. Hoerner from an angle, trying to get it out in front for Caputo. Indians still have it. Palmieri from the right point. Bouncing puck wide of goal. That went off a glove. Caputo is rattled around in the corner. The Indians trying to get the forecheck going, but it comes back beyond the line for Corbel. Final minute of period 2. Lisak, far corner. Still unable to exit the zone. Palmieri applying good pressure. Palmieri unable to center it. Caputo couldn't get it deep. Chance the other way for the Panthers. Tauk out of the play. USC has numbers. Tauk, left wing circle, high and wide. Oh, Peters Township perhaps dodging a bullet before the period ends.
Panthers had a 3-on-1, but couldn't quite set it up properly.
15 to go. Martin in the corner. Martin out in front. Scuvart toward goal, wide of goal. Jones off the side of the net. Oh, Martin unable to finish in front, and he's plowed. Indians fans want a call.
They may get one. Yeah, they're going to call the cross check on the Panthers. Martin took that shot up high. Martin is certainly taking his lumps tonight, that's for sure. But he goes to the hard areas, and that's why. He went to the net there, and he caught one.
Some captain-on-captain crime before the ice cut. McCarthy to sit for the Panthers, so barring a quick face-off win and a quick score, as Rick Tingle will pull his goalie for an extra man, the Indians will essentially have a full power play when the third period begins.
Interesting move by Coach Tingle. I mean, obviously the odds in your favor, but if the Panthers grip it and rip it off the draw,
getting a little dicey,
but
perhaps.
I'm going to trust the 18-year veteran coach, and he doesn't like the odds of that happening.
And indeed, the point will be moot as the buzzer sounds, and so we step aside so the ice can at last be cut here at Printscape Arena at South Point inside the UPMC rink. Could there be yet another quarterfinal upset in the making? It's been a great game so far, and it'll be a thrilling finish. With Adam Hoerner, I'm Matt Popchock. Peters Township Indians won, Upper St. Clair Panthers won, and you're watching it all on PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel, part of TenbandTV, presented by Weight Loss Direct. PIHL All-Star defensively playing it ahead to Maeda. Maeda has a step. Maeda to the goal. He's pulled down, the puck sitting on the goal line as the net is dislodged. Maeda crashes. O'Donnell to the corner. Panthers immediately take the puck over but are unable to clear it. Palmieri toward goal. It's loose. Save again, Laurent! And there is no rebound. At center, it's McCarthy for USC over the attacking line. McCarthy, right wing circle, centering pass. Oh, Thomas was leaning the wrong way, but did manage to get a piece of it. This is the Peters Township blue line. Driving the net is Ely. He is sandwiched. Puck in behind the Peters Township goal. Out in front, overskated by one of the Panthers. Another good chance for Gallardini. Luca Maeda over the attacking line. Maeda trying to split the last wave of defenders. Out in front it comes. It's loose. Idiots have it. They shoot. A good save, point blank by Laurent. A talented offensive defenseman, 16 regular season points, and has scored some big goals the last couple years as this rebound is put just wide by Holleran. We saw it last night in the 2A quarterfinals. Penn Trafford doing a very good job, a phenomenal job as Martin drives the net. Martin backhands, he scores! Rankin poke checked. Rankin was trying to one-up Mr. Martin there. Yili has it, he shoots. Thomas, a big save. Palmieri to Klein. Rankin crossing the blue line for USC, on goal, scoring! Crossing the blue line for USC, on goal, scoring! Eli Rankin nuzzles that nylon, and the Panthers respond. Drives the net, but he is cut off by Tear.
Hoping for a deja vu goal there, but couldn't find the room.
Martin one-timer, Laurent the save, and Caputo couldn't smash in the rebound. For pass, near side for Maeda, he's poke-checked immediately. Good defensive work again there by the All-Star. On goal it comes, Thomas freezes and gets hacked. Got to control another own zone face-off. It's poked at by Gallardini. Yili, centering pass, snapshot. Thomas got a piece, and it goes high off the glass, just barely staying in play. Pass for nobody in particular except Troy Jones, who takes it in stride. Jones over the attacking line as Holleran driving the net. Jones forcing the save from Laurent. None forthcoming as it comes back to center. And now we will have one as Tauk goes down. Toward goal, blocked by Wateska, slap shot. Thomas the save, the rebound out in front. Thomas another save, reflexively with that right leg. Played out in front again, Tauk put it wide. To Martin. Martin over the attacking line as Caputo going to the net. Martin out in front. Martin knocked down, penalty coming up on the Panthers. Behind the net. Maeda left wing circle, cross ice for Alexander. Correction, Jones. Jones into the glove of Laurent. Behind by Fisher, Klein Fisher lets it go to Skuvart. Skuvart from an angle, save made. The rebound is almost tucked in behind Laurent. Oh, good thought there. O'Donnell trying to get it to Caputo. It's in on Laurent again, and again will face it off in the far face-off circle. Across the line, Rankin cutting down the middle. Yaley trying to go that way, but too well covered. To the point for Sheegan-Sanowski. It's deflected in front and played back to the point for Cam Martin. Back to Martin. Martin speeding over the attacking line. Centering for Alexander. Alexander had it bounce off his stick at the last moment. Oh, that's a bit of a break for the Panthers. Check. Forgot the puck. It comes up to Yaley. Yaley crisscrossing with Rankin. Rankin right circle. Fires high and wide into the protective netting. Wateska now trying to provide support on the back check. Shot from a bad angle by McQuaid is denied off the blocker of Thomas. Turnaround try. That went just wide. Outlet pass eventually comes to Holleran. Holleran with speed over the line. Holleran, right circle. Fires on Laurent. He makes the save. Circle. Fires on Laurent. He makes the save. Palmieri through a crowd. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Owen Laurent. Panthers make a line change. Final 2:15 of the period. Centering pass O'Donnell. Back to Jones. Jones whiffed on the shot.
Forgot the puck. That'd be my comment as well.
Fisher toward goal. Save Laurent, and he has the rebound. Palmieri unable to center it. Caputo couldn't get it deep. Chance the other way for the Panthers. Tauk out of the play. USC has numbers. Tauk, left wing circle, high and wide.
Properly.
15 to go. Martin in the corner. Martin out in front. Skuvart toward goal. Wide of goal. Jones off the side of the net. Oh, Martin unable to finish in front, and he's plowed.
Jumbo Ice Caramel Drizzle Peppermint Mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up Sports Training System. Improve your reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Matt Popchock and Adam Hoerner back with you at Printscape Arena at South Point for PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel, simulcast on Peters Hockey TV, part of TenbandTV. Final period of regulation sponsored by Massage Envy. Peters Township Indians won, Upper St. Clair Panthers won in co-op quarterfinal action. Deer Lakes leading Carrick 5-1 in 1A quarterfinal action in the Penguins Cup tournament. Indiana and North Catholic underway at S&T Bank Arena. That game also can be seen live on TenbandTV, courtesy of our affiliate partners. And this game shaping up a little bit closer than the home team, or the home fans at least, might have anticipated.
Yeah, for sure, Matt. Now, the overwhelming opinion here in Press Row during the ice cut seemed to be that this one can go either way, and we echoed that on air and echoing it again here. It's hard to get a read on it because there has not been a sustained stretch for either side in this game. Even the goals were so quick. I mean, okay, Peter scored. Okay, look out. And then Upper St. Clair immediately stalled the momentum by answering back with the tie. Both teams have had a power play. I'd say Upper St. Clair's looks a little crisper than Peters's, but neither team able to convert. And we enter the third period, which, look, literally toss a coin, because I got nothing for you. It'll be very interesting, obviously, to see how this one ends. I do think, well, you know, you could say it's going to be Martin or Rankin, but then again, is this a night where an unsung hero gets that dirty goal late in the game to break the tie? We shall see.
Peters Township tilting the ice a bit as second period time wound down. Ended up outshooting USC in the period by an 8-7 count. Game totals, Peters Township 18 shots on goal, Upper St. Clair with 13. As you alluded to, Martin and Rankin, the only goal scorers of the game, just over 2 minutes apart in period one. Peters Township essentially with a full power play, a minute 57 technically with which to work, as third period action is almost ready to get going here in Cecil Township.
Peters' second power play of the night. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Obviously a big chance early, as you say. But again, their first one, the Panthers really stifled them. So we'll see if they have a different strategy this time around.
Rick Tingle trying to lead the Indians to a 14th straight semifinal appearance at minimum. That streak very much in peril at the moment, as Upper St. Clair has held their own against the two-time Penguins Cup champions and the team that defeated them handily in last year's championship contest. Alexander against Yaley, as we have a pregnant pause before the opening third period face-off.
Officials checking something with, I don't know what they're checking down there. The ice in the slot area, I don't know what's going on, but checking something out. Giving the thumbs up, whatever the ice issue was.
The top line is on for Peters Township to begin period three. Ditto the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Martin carefully playing it around the official as third period action is finally underway. Indians on the power play in a 1-1 game. Maeda to Alexander. Alexander. Martin deferring to Alexander as it comes near side for Jones. Jones in the right circle, driving goal. Good blocker save by Laurent. Rebound to Palmieri. Palmieri creating some space. Nifty play there. Palmieri shooting. Save made Laurent. No rebound.
The Indians a bit sloppy to start the power play. Almost a bad giveaway in their own zone off the opening faceoff. But now a couple of chances there. Jones, a golden one from along the goal line. The wrong side shot. The off-wing shot, I should say.
A minute 20 to go in the Indians' power play. Comes back to center for Maeda. Maeda very deliberate on the Peters Township breakout once again, and now building a little momentum. Oh, dangerous play there as Martin kicks it to himself up to Palmieri. Martin for Maeda. Maeda trying to dangle around the last man. Could not. Good stick-to-itiveness there by Ter. Palmieri from left point. Jones down low to Martin. Martin out in front for Palmieri. Palmieri on goal, and that hit something on the way in. Not sure if it hit the defenseman or the goaltender. Sorry, Adam.
No, that was ticketed for the top corner, Matt. You're a hit something, you're right. Fortuitously for the Panthers.
Played in front, but Alexander couldn't get to it. Panthers clear it. 30 to go in the power play. Well, certainly not an unimpressive power play by Peters Township, but just can't find an answer for Owen Laurent, the sophomore.
But two nearly costly oopsie daisies in their own zone, especially that drop pass to Martin that nearly led to a shorthanded breakaway for Upper St. Clair.
Indians offside, early third period. They'll change specialists before this face-off.
Here's my one and only pro tip for all PIHL coaches. Do not copy the strategy du jour in the NHL of the little drop pass for your power play breakouts. I don't like it. It doesn't work. Don't do it. NPSA.
Near side Fisher. The Indians did get a little lackadaisical to start that particular breakout. It did not cost them. Driving the net, Maeda put it. Oh, that might have cut a piece of the crossbar as it went out of play.
Up into the mesh.
4 seconds remaining on the power play. Go ahead.
I would say that just about does it, but not quite. Panthers still four side. So the Indians, if they can win the face-off, one more chance to rip a shot before we are back to even.
Off the face-off. Oh, Hoerner and Caputo got discombobulated, and that'll do it. Upper St. Clair 2 for 2 on the PK, and it's still a 1-1 game early stages of this third period. One of these teams is going to play the Pine Richland Rams, the number 1 seed in the Class AAA Penguins Cup playoffs, in the semifinal round at the RMU Island Sports Center next week, Monday night, 7:15. Oh, glove save, Laurent on Caputo.
And the Panthers take exception to a cameo in the crease by number 24 for Peters Township, Hoerner. Making sure that their goalie was protected there from any incidental contact.
McCarthy, right wing circle, will line up outside the circle and let Yaley take this face-off. Indians unable to control it. Near side it comes to Rankin. Rankin with speed over the line. Rankin out-muscled by Fisher. Side of the net. Thomas making the save, hugging that near post. To center for McCarthy, the man who was in the sin bin to begin period 3. Indians trying to get their transition game going, but just too many black jerseys there, taking away space. And give Upper St. Clair credit. They've played a really sharp team defense-oriented game as Peters is offside.
Yeah, the Panthers really, I don't want to say it's been a completely mistake-free game, but they certainly haven't given Peters anything. I mean, the goal by Martin, he took that goal. That was a heck of a drive and a move by him, and did it from in tight with the defender on his back.
Off the glass it comes, beyond the reach of Ivancic. Panthers unable to play it around O'Donnell. Up to Skuvart it comes. Skuvart has a step. Skuvart has a man going to the net. Skuvart shooting, kick save, Laurent. Panthers have the rebound. USC counterattacking. Lisak poke checked by Phillips. Skuvart coming the other way. Skuvart lost that puck as it rolls in on net, and Laurent will leave nothing to chance.
He tried the dipsy doodle through the legs and go around the defender. Defender wouldn't let him get around, and an easy cover for the Panthers netminder with 13:39 on the clock in regulation. Well, I'd say we came expecting a tight game tonight, and we've seen it for sure. It's a coin toss here at Printscape, no doubt.
And one big development, I think, that mirrors last night's big upset in 2A, Penn Trafford over South Fayette, is the fact that after Peters Township scored first, Upper St. Clair didn't let them run away and hide like they so often can do. And that quick response by Rankin, I think, planted a seed of confidence, and by that same token, maybe planted a little seed of doubt on the home side. We shall see.
No, what they say, timing is everything. You're right. That tying goal was very well timed by Upper St. Clair.
Maeda, side of the net. Oh, he almost tucked that under the bar as it went wide. Panthers with speed over the attacking line. Bonomo off of Thomas. That caught his shoulder. Kind of handcuffed him. That was a tough save there by the senior. Tie up at center ice. Caputo and Fisher.
Both
Indians,
lost their sticks.
Sorry, Adam. Indians have it behind the cage. Near side, Bonomo. Up ahead for Al-Salani. Al-Salani weaving his way toward goal. Thomas keeps the play moving. Indians off the glass, beyond the reach of Sanowski. Nevin Shigan-Sanowski, the freshman, almost given away to Jones. Near side it comes to Yaley. Yaley across the attacking line. Yaley toward goal. Thomas a save and the rebound. Oh, Rankin just couldn't time it right. Wow. Rankin with it, right wing circle. Backhand try wide of Thomas. Collision along the half wall between Martin and one of the Panthers.
I can't believe they didn't call the trip on Rankin there. That seemed pretty obvious from up here, but not even a sniff of a whistle.
By and large, this USA Hockey crew letting them play, and when you have two generally pretty skilled teams, you tend not to see that many penalties occur organically. That's been the case tonight. Jones slapper. Oh, Laurent just got a piece of it. Martin from the boards for Alexander. Alexander chased by McCarthy. Alexander out in front. Nobody there to take the pass. Up to center it comes. Panthers continuing to do a really solid job muddying the waters against the Indians' attack. Jones taking off that puck. Comes back to center. Tauk has a step on the defense. Tauk left wing circle, shooting. Thomas the save. Tauk has the rebound. It's off a Peters Township body. Panthers have it again. Snapshot. That caught the post and went out of play.
Yeah, through bodies trying to get it past Thomas. And you're right, off the bar and out of play. And, you know, a good sequence there for the Panthers. I'm watching Peters his last couple of trips down the ice. I mean, they're letting one guy go in against three defenders. Not a lot of support, it seems. And it's in part of credit to Upper St. Clair's defense, but you got to support the puck. Quit looking for the cross-ice pass. Make some simple drop passes once you get into the zone. You know, support the puck. And that would do Peters well here as we head towards the second half of the third period.
10:50 to go in regulation. 1-1 the score. O'Donnell for Scuvart, who gets it deep for the Indians. Jacob Tear, the sophomore, moments ago finding metal but not mesh for USC. Did not have a regular season goal for the visitors. You were saying about possible under-the-radar heroes.
Right.
Almost had one. Outletted to Wateska. Wateska, wide of goal. Klein gets to the dump in. So does Upper St. Clair. McQuaid unable to clear. Indians played along the boards. It comes free to McQuaid and back to center where Wateska is waiting. He'll go D to D with Phillips. O'Donnell chasing to the corner. Rory Sheegan-Sanowski in there for Upper St. Clair. Around the boards it comes now. Chasing it down is Mucho. Phillips will defer to Maeda, who exits the zone. Maeda attracting attention as he gets this puck deep in Panther territory. Maeda from the corner has Alexander on now. That puck comes free now to Gallardini. Near side Rankin. Rankin over the line. Rankin chased by Wateska. Rankin out in front. Couldn't tuck it in behind Thomas. The Panthers think they've scored, but Thomas has that puck and had it all along.
Nifty move by Rankin. Tried to thread the needle to the near post, but unable to do so. Rankin's noticeably flying in this third period. He's had a couple of good chances. Keep your eyes on him with 9:27 to go.
Not hard to see why both players, Rankin and Martin, the leading scorers for their respective clubs, are spoken of so highly. Tear, who hit the post just not long ago, gets it deep for Upper St. Clair. Palmieri off his own glass, and it bounces all the way into Panther ice, icing on Peters Township.
Right now in this game, and we've seen, it's hard to sustain things in this game tonight for either side. The Panthers getting the better of the play. Peters looks a little disjointed offensively. The Panthers have had a few chances here in the last couple of minutes. We'll see if that continues.
Indians win a defensive zone draw. Getting taken off the puck was Corbel. To the point it comes McCarthy. McCarthy through a crowd. Thomas is there.
Despite the crowd, Thomas had good eyes on that puck as it headed to the blue line, didn't lose it, able to squeeze it in. Matt, you and I will get a bit of a break after tonight, but we'll be back at it for the semifinal round next week. We'll be together for doubleheaders Tuesday and Thursday, AA and Division II, Open Division, Co-op, whatever you want to call it. We'll be there for those next week.
That 2A bracket, especially wild. The Wild West, Western Pennsylvania high school hockey playoffs. Quarterfinal action in full swing this week. Semifinal action, as you said, next week. Icing again on Peters Township. We know what the 2A games will be, by the way. We should point out it'll be Penn Trafford versus Norwin in the early game at 7, followed by TJ and Franklin Regional in the late game at 9 on the island. Rematch of the 2022 championship game that was won in miraculous comeback fashion by TJ.
Should be two good ones, I think. You got the geographic rivalry. You got TJ and Franklin Regional. Those will be two good hockey games.
To center it comes. Rankin trying to play it from his stomach. It comes to Martin. Martin over the line. 1-on-4. Martin trying to do it all himself, but just ran out of space.
Tried to draw a trip as well, but the ref's not buying.
Yaley, left wing side. Yaley stood up by Fisher. Wateska and Yaley get tied up behind the Peters Township net. Up to center, it comes off the skate of Rory Sheegan-Sanowski. Alexander applying good pressure. Alexander going down at the far boards now as it's controlled by Nevin Sheegan-Sanowski. Panthers want to make a change or two behind the play. Beyond the midpoint of this third period, under 8 minutes to go, in fact, and we remain tied at 1. The two-time Penguins Cup champion Peters Township Indians and the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Caputo dropping for Maeda. That pass broken up by Rory Sheegan-Sanowski. Tauk over the line. Tauk shooting. That's blocked. Palmieri got in the way of that one. Maeda near side. Maeda flying over his own blue line. And he gets this puck into Upper St. Clair ice. Steal by Jones. Jones in no man's land offside.
As he came, I think he realized till he touched the puck that there was an offside situation. .7:20 left regulation. Peters looking to find some momentum here in period 3.
This airborne puck is settled down by Phillips. Palmieri, near side for Hudson Phillips. From his own zone, it is McCarthy getting it inside Peters Township territory. Near side Caputo. McCarthy in the corner. Caputo unable to do anything with that as it comes to the opposite corner now. Jones on the forecheck for Peters Township, but he's taken off the puck. Holleran dispossessed by McQuaid. Back to center, it'll come to Lisak. Now Rankin has it. Rankin chasing to the corner. Trying to go out in front for Lisak. Jones with speed over the blue line. Jones makes his move. Jones in behind the net. Troy Jones of Peters Township. Opposite corner to the point for Corbel. O'Donnell giving chase. He gets it. Indians get the cycle going. Out in front. Backhand try. Fisher toward goal. Score! Hold the plane for Minkus. Kevin Fisher gives the Peters Township Indians a 2-1 lead. 6:07 to go. Third period.
Well, that looked more like it for Rick Tingle's squad. They got the zone. They supported the puck. Set up almost a power play look as they gained the zone and able to find the twine with 6:07 left in regulation. The Indians on top 2-1.
I don't know if 3 goals and 11 points in the regular season qualifies Fisher as a quote-unquote light-scoring defenseman. I guess it's all subjective, but to your point, Adam, an unheralded player, relatively speaking, with a huge goal and a huge spot for the home team. Lead pass now to Luke Fisher. He's dispossessed by Kevin Fisher. Alexander giving chase. Alexander to the corner. Mucho trying to ride him off that puck. Nail-biting time at Printscape Arena. Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair 1. 5.5 to go in regulation of this Penguins Cup quarterfinal thriller in Class 3A. Bonomo at center. Toward goal. Thomas knocks it aside to his left. Corbel off the glass. On goal it comes. Laurent has to make a play on that puck.
That goes out as a save or not, but yeah, right on goal.
Hey, I'll be generous and give it to him. Play at center ice. Panther fans wanted a call there as Al-Salani was knocked down, and now we do get a whistle, but not a penalty. O'Donnell and Holleran get credit for the helpers on the go-ahead goal by Kevin Fisher. The Muckers and Grinders getting it done for Rick Tingle's Indians in a big way. Sorry, Adam.
It was a good shift for him, and look, they got in the zone and actually were able to complete a pass or two, something they were struggling to do here through much of the third period. So they finally got their chance to set something up, and they did not waste it as an icing call on Peters Township under 5 minutes to go.
And Fisher really let it rip. It was a good goal. It didn't have to be a greasy goal because it was just a great shot by Fisher.
A little traffic in front. I don't think Yealy lost it completely, but either way, a great rip by the Peters Township defenseman.
The Indians getting offense from defense. What else is new? And they lead this playoff contest as they try to punch their ticket to a 14th consecutive Penguins Cup semifinal round. Over the line is Clair, who nearly had a go-ahead goal himself earlier in this period. Such a game of inches. The game of hockey. Rankin lost that puck as he was trying to rock and fire. Over the line comes Yealy. Yealy makes his move. Yealy to the goal. Shoots, score! And Leon's getting larger. Dylan Yealy ties the game. 4:15 to go, third period.
What? I mean, he had more moves than Lemieux on that one, Matt. I mean, Deke finally tucks a backhander. Past Thomas. 2 goals for Yealy. The Panthers yet again respond. And we may see overtime tonight. We shall see. 4:15 still to go in regulation.
They are the proverbial cockroach of the moment, all the way down to wearing black. They just will not go away, these Upper St. Clair Panthers, and what a road game they have played here, however it ends. Again, you have to give Dave Stock's team some credit. Not intimidated by the opponent, not intimidated by the environment. Alexander for Jones. Jones to goal, just wide. Martin, right wing side. Martin, Jones was there for the one-timer.
Pass a little too hard. He was in the right spot.
That was nearly a dangerous turnover to Tauk as play is whistled dead.
Offside or high stick? Either way, face-off coming. Nearly 3:36 to go.
In the first period, we had 2 goals, essentially 2 minutes apart. That's what we've had in this third period. Kevin Fisher, putting the Indians ahead. Dylan Yealy, 22-point man during the regular season, answering right back just under 2 minutes later for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Panthers have this puck one more time as Martin takes it away in a hard collision right in front of Kyle Thomas. Indians might have numbers. Whistle behind the play. Peters Township offside.
Indians change bodies again. Maeda back out there with his group.
Lisak, who had that Most Improved Player award, centering the line for Upper St. Clair that takes this face-off. Peters Township wins it. Holleran around the boards. Mucho defensively. Al-Salani around the boards. Tauk with a collision in the corner. Bouncing puck settled down by Palmieri. Palmieri had trouble locating but gets it back to center red. Rory Shigan-Sanowski gets it deep for Upper St. Clair. 2:45 to go in the third. 2-2 the score. Turnover to Rory Shigan-Sanowski. Cross ice it comes to Al-Salani. Al-Salani makes his move, shoots wide. Panthers have the rebound. From an angle, it's played out in front. Right to Mucho. Mucho off a stick. Thomas had to be ready for that. Loose puck. Tauk has it. Trying to find someone to pass to. Tauk behind the net. Wraparound try. Thomas says enough's enough.
That puck knuckled in and took on a mind of its own. Some funny changes of direction. Thomas able to though keep track of it and finally cover it as things settled down. 2:24 to go. Panthers with an ozone face-off. Yealy's out there. I'm sorry, excuse me, Rankin is out there. Of course Yealy's out there. I meant Rankin.
Yealy takes the face-off, but Peters Township wins the face-off and gets this puck deep. It'll be icing on the Indians, so we'll do it again from Peters Township ice.
Well, we certainly got our money's worth here tonight. No doubt about it, as we suspected we would. It's been a dandy and a quarterfinal classic here in Class AAA.
And an overflow crowd at that here at Printscape Arena inside the UPMC rink. Great support for high school hockey in Western PA as Jones is hurt. Rankin fires again. Jones got hurt blocking that shot and blocked another.
Took one for the team there. That was a good rip by Rankin. Look out here.
Alexander ducking around a check. Has Martin down the middle. Alexander has his hands full, however, as the Panthers play this puck deep in their own zone. Out it comes for Rankin. Rankin 1-on-2 to the Peters blue line. Rankin contacted from behind by Martin. On goal it comes. Glove save Thomas.
I don't want to belabor an earlier point, but that was bad puck support on that last sequence by Peters that allowed the Panthers to get possession, a good breakout, and another good rip on Kyle Thomas. The Indians got to be careful. You mentioned Martin. He was breaking down the middle. He went into the corner to help his teammate, then kind of backed off, hoping the puck would score it free, but hope is not a strategy in a 2-2 hockey game.
Jones trying to get a look at him. He is, or was anyway, doubled over a moment ago on the Peters Township bench. Loose puck, Lisak out in front. Thomas.
Whoa. Nifty. Out of the air from his knees. Had to make a weird glove catch, and he does so to keep it 2-2 with 1:26 on the clock.
The Indians taking a lead for a heartbeat, courtesy of Kevin Fisher, and maybe taking a breath and maybe having some trouble getting that breath back as third period time ticks down. Scuvart and his team are offside.
Close one. The linesman on top of it.
Final minute 16 of regulation. Face-off at center. Lisak against Holleran. Lisak wins it for the Panthers. Tear puts it through the skates of the other number 8, Hudson Phillips. Phillips trying to reverse the play, gave it away to Bonomo. Bonomo out in front, side of the net, saved Thomas. No, it was blocked. Indians try to get a breakout going in a hurry. Final minute of regulation time. Scuvart in earnest. Scuvart, bad angle shot. That hit something on its way in. Indians send it out in front. Too many black jerseys in the way. Panthers counterattack. Lisak down the middle. Lisak knocked down from behind as play continues. Panther fans and the Panther bench furious. Rankin following the bouncing puck. Centering pass, shot off the crossbar. Lisak that close.
Wow.
To playing hero.
Inches
Icing.
away. Ref was right on top of it. Very emphatic. No goal, no goal, no goal. But the icing call will give the Panthers another breath with 28.9 left in regulation. Look, we said coin flip, it remains a coin flip, but if you're asking me where the momentum is right now, it's with the black jerseys.
Absolutely. Yealy against Martin. Yealy won it to the point. That shot is blocked. Alexander near side for Martin. 20 to go. Martin with speed. Martin shooting, over the bar. Palmieri couldn't play it. Yealy coming the other way. Yealy in the closing seconds. Yealy shooting, it's blocked by Wateska. Out of play in Peters Township ice with 8.5 ticks to talk.
I think 8.5 seconds, a little too much time for them to take a page out of Coach Tingle's book and pull the goalie now to press for the 6-on-5 O-zone goal.
Yealy against Martin again. Martin going forward. Martin tied up. 4 seconds left. Martin's got to hurry and shoot. He does. Easy save there. Oh, we're not done yet. Offside on the Indians. So one more face-off, which seems to be a formality at the moment.
one of those, maybe you just want to fall on the puck kind of a face-offs. We'll see.
Bonus hockey. Oh, wait. Not bonus hockey just yet.
Still 0.4 on the clock. I'm not sure why they stopped, but they do stop.
Chris Claxton, the assistant coach for Peters Township, getting an explanation from one of the officials. Is that it?
They're talking to the scorekeeper. I'm not sure. Are we saying time did expire?
I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it is the end of regulation time, and we will have bonus hockey here at South Point. Kevin Fisher, hero for a hot minute. Dylan Yaley, who set up Upper St. Clair's other goal with a season saver. And so we approach the sudden victory period, our first OT game of the 2024 Penguins Cup playoffs. And we will have it for you after this quick break. Matt Popchock with Adam Hoerner. It's PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel and Peters Hockey TV, all part of TenbandTV, presented by Massage Envy.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Well, it certainly sounds like a playoff game. It certainly feels, as pulses pound, like a playoff game. And it is a playoff game. Penguins Cup quarterfinals, Class 3A, Peters Township Indians 2, Upper St. Clair Panthers 2. Oh, no matter how many goals we've seen tonight, we at TenbandTV know the most important goal is self-care. Scan the Massage Envy QR code on your screen throughout tonight's broadcast for a $75 first visit for a massage or facial at one of 8 select locations. And thanks to Massage Envy for sponsoring our hockey coverage all season long on the PIHL channel. Overtime period presented by Massage Envy and by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. Matt Popchock and Adam Hoerner.
Now, Peters, a couple of chances down on the rush in that final minute, but again, we touched on it. The momentum going into OT for me rests with the Panthers. Now, what'll happen off the opening draw, we shall find out, but whatever the case, man, it's been a dandy of a hockey game and no shame for either side. It's been a fun AAA battle. And here in the playoffs, we will play 17 minutes if necessary or more until somebody scores.
Alexander against Yaley. Overtime underway. Panthers control. Tear from his own corner. Rankin. Stick checked at the blue line. Rankin in behind the Peters Township goal. Chasing to the corner is Gallardini. Peters Township in a puck battle deep in their own zone to begin the OT. Wateska wins the battle. Wateska off the boards for Jones. Jones from his own blue line. Wateska will reel it in, survey the play, tried a two-line pass to Jones, broken up by the Panthers. Coming across the line is Yaley, who tied the game late for USC. Gallardini puts a body into Wateska. Wateska in some trouble behind his own net. Alexander fishing for this puck. Alexander trying to use his own size to win a battle here. Indians work it loose. From the corner, it's trapped again. Wateska in there with Alexander. An old-fashioned Mexican standoff in the corner there.
We saw this earlier, too. It's like, when will the whistle blow? Apparently never, as the puck is still moving somehow down there. I mean, guys, it's going nowhere. Let's get a face-off. Come on.
Still none forthcoming as the teams battle. My goodness, and the Indians finally work it free. Oh, Camden Martin with the patience of Job as he gets this puck to the corner. Behind the net, Jones. Alexander trying to go out in front. Well, the intended target of that pass was too well covered. It was, in fact, Fisher. Palmieri unable to keep at the point. Tauk on the forecheck for USC, I should say. Fisher with a misplay. Tauk has it to McQuaid. McQuaid lost it. Fisher knocks a man down behind the Peters Township net. Now Fisher himself goes down, and we're going to get a penalty here. And it will go against the Upper St. Clair Panthers, I believe.
Looks that way.
An offensive zone penalty on Luke Fisher. Now, sometimes it doesn't matter how many power play goals you score. It's when you score them.
And we shall see how the Indians fare. The Panthers' kill has been very good tonight.
As it has been all season.
In fairness, the Indians have looked lost at times on the power play, but it's OT. Let's see what they got.
Indians have it shot on Laurent.
Jones.
I think it was.
Quick one off the draw. Tried to catch him off guard, but unable to.
We've seen Peters Township score those blink of an eye goals off of offensive zone faceoffs too. Alexander had one very similar to that earlier in the season. Panthers shorthanded. Rankin to the goal. Wide of Thomas. Oh, so close. Eli Rankin.
I think Rankin thought he had him on that one.
Indians on an overtime power play. Jones through center. Jones across the line for Peters Township. That shot deflected wide. Rankin from his own corner. Around the boards, kept in the zone by Fisher. Side of the net, Alexander crisscrossing with Martin. Martin hit hard and lost his stick in the process. Martin getting up a bit slowly, perhaps trying to draw a penalty. And Martin kind of holding his hand, and a chance the other way, possibly shorthanded for Rankin, but it's going to be played aside by Thomas. But it's played right to Yaley. Good stick check by Fisher. Fisher harassing Yaley all the way as we have a minute remaining in the power play for Peters Township. Drop pass to Martin for Maeda. Maeda from a bad angle. Oh, a tough save there by Laurent.
Not a bad choice by Maeda. That was a good opportunity.
Panthers get another clear. Phillips from behind his own net. Given to Maeda. Up for Klein. Second power play unit going to work for Peters Township. Klein toward goal. Oh, a misplay at the side of the net. Maeda trying to bury the deflection.
He was right there, just couldn't steer it in the right spot.
Lead pass intended for Caputo. Caputo unable to get positioning on McCarthy, but now chases down this puck and has his stick held. Caputo out in front, it's loose. Panthers have it. Phillips and Palmieri defensively. That should just about do it.
Yeah, under 10 to go in the power play. Peters has it in their zone, but not enough time to get it up ice here.
Two-line pass for Klein. Klein enters the offensive zone. Klein between the circles. Right wing for Hoerner. Hoerner trying to reverse it for Caputo. Panthers cut it off. Alsolani. Cross ice for Sheegan Sanowski. Lisak unable to control that pass. Icing on USC.
Well, I did like that power play by Peters. And if you're a Peters fan, you should as well. They definitely took some momentum back with that one. Their best looking PP of the night despite not cashing in, as we are about 4.5 minutes into the OT session. Still knotted at 2.
Left wing circle face off from the POV of Owen Laurent, sophomore netminder. Upper St. Clair wins it. Alexander trying to steal it. Oh, Jones almost was able to play that puck to himself right in front. Palmieri for Jones. Jones off an Upper St. Clair skate. Palmieri pinching. Left it for Jones. Jones to the point for Alexander. Alexander through a crowd. Score! Game over! Good night! Drive safely! Camden Martin wins it in overtime for the Peters Township Indians.
Well, puck to the net, traffic in front, rebound squirts free, and Martin was there to put the biscuit in the basket. And the Indians had to earn every inch of this one tonight, but they do walk away 3-2. The certainty remains. The Indians back in the semis. Death Taxes and Peters Township in the semis. It'll happen again here. And tip of the cap to Upper St. Clair, who brought everything they had tonight and made this quite a memorable evening at the Printscape Arena.
Assistant coach Jim McVeigh is the first at center ice for Peters Township to line his team up for the traditional handshake line. And you love to see Palmieri and Hoerner hugging Drew Lesak. A nice moment of sportsmanship there. A lot of these players, they're buddies. They play on travel teams on the weekends. A big fraternity, that of hockey players. And speaking of, while the handshake line commences, Adam, I want to remind audiences before we sign off here that on Sunday, February 25th, a member of the PIHL family, Dominic Mansman, a Canon McMillan varsity player, was injured severely in a house fire, and Dominic was transported by helicopter to AHN West Penn Burn Unit with extensive burns that will unfortunately require a number of surgeries and a prolonged recovery. And we at TenbandTV, along with the PIHL, the Canon Mac program, and the entire Western PA hockey community, ask that you please consider supporting Dominic and the Mansman family. You can go to GoFundMe.com and search the phrase support Dominic Mansman. His last name is spelled Mansmann, to make a donation. Almost $60,000 already raised, because that's what Pittsburghers do. Upper St. Clair raised a whole bunch in their season finale against Canon McMillan as part of a fundraiser at that game. They had a 50-50 classy moment again from that program. And we get to watch hockey and talk about hockey for a living, or part of a living anyway. We're all thinking of you, Dom, and we hope you're enjoying the game and enjoying the Penguins Cup playoffs wherever you are, and we hope you're doing okay.
People are people, and you hate to hear stories like that, but you love to see a community rallying around them, and that's what Sports at Its Best does, is bring communities together in that way. And certainly our thoughts with him, our prayers with him, and we hope that we wish him as speedy a recovery as humanly possible, no doubt about it.
And one more bill to pay before we go. The Mount Washington Shop and Save has been a proud sponsor of PIHL hockey and Peters Township hockey on the PIHL channel and Peters Hockey TV this season. Scan the QR code on your screen throughout the playoffs for the latest, greatest deals on everything Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Shop and Save, and we want to thank store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski, a name that should ring a bell, for their continued support.
I've heard it somewhere.
Yes.
I don't know.
Of TenbandTV. In the PIHL era, there have been 6 three-peats all time. One of them, of course, by Peters Township in the early 2000s. None in 3A since Jim McVeigh led Bethel Park to 3 in a row right around the formation of the league in the early 2000s. That's what Peters Township is going for right now, but it is not easy, and credit to USC. You said it, they made them work for it.
No, they did. The Panthers had their chances. And look, I think Peters, we talked about the power play had struggled. Well, they got a chance in OT, and I would say built the momentum that laid the foundation for that game-winning goal. So credit to Peters for staying with it. But the Panthers gave them all and it was not a pretty goal to win it. It was not. Panthers gave them nothing all night long, and that continued all the way through to the end. But ultimately, the Indians rise up, get the OT winner, and they move on to the semifinals. And I know we'll have it all. We will not personally have it for you, but we at TenbandTV will certainly have those games for you as Peters continues on.
In 3A, it will be Peters against Pine Richland and Seneca against NA. And 2A, it will be Penn Trafford Norwin, TJ Franklin Regional. And 1A, the one contest going on in Indiana and North Catholic. So check PIHLhockey.com to see how that one shook out. Peters Township, 15-4, 1-1 overall. Upper St. Clair's season ends at 11-7, 1-2 overall. Again, the final score from Printscape Arena at South Point. Peters Township Indians 3, Upper St. Clair Panthers 2 in the first sudden victory overtime. With Adam Hoerner, I am Matt Popchock, and that is all she wrote from Cecil Township. You've been watching it all on the PIHL channel, part of TenbandTV and Peters Hockey TV here on PIHL Hockey Night Live, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. PIHL All-Star defensively playing it ahead to Maeda. Maeda has a step. Maeda to the goal. He's pulled down, the puck sitting on the goal line as the net is dislodged. Maeda crashes. O'Donnell to the corner. Panthers immediately take the puck over but are unable to clear it. Palmieri toward goal. It's loose. Save again, Laurent! And there is no rebound. At center, it's McCarthy for USC over the attacking line. McCarthy, right wing circle, centering pass. Oh, Thomas was leaning the wrong way, but did manage to get a piece of it. This is the Peters Township blue line. Driving the net is Ely. He is sandwiched. Puck in behind the Peters Township goal. Out in front, overskated by one of the Panthers. Another good chance for Gallardini. Luca Maeda over the attacking line. Maeda trying to split the last wave of defenders. Out in front it comes. It's loose. Idiots have it. They shoot. A good save, point blank by Laurent. A talented offensive defenseman, 16 regular season points, and has scored some big goals the last couple of years as this rebound is put just wide by Hoerner. We saw it last night in the 2A quarterfinals. Penn Trafford doing a very good job, a phenomenal job as Martin drives the net. Martin backhands, he scores! Rankin poke checked. Rankin was trying to one-up Mr. Martin there. Yili has it, he shoots. Thomas, a big save. Palmieri to Klein. Rankin crossing the blue line for USC, on goal, scoring! Crossing the blue line for USC, on goal, scoring! Eli Rankin nuzzles that nylon, and the Panthers respond. Drives the net, but he is cut off by Tear.
Hoping for a deja vu goal there, but couldn't find the room.
Martin one-timer, Laurent the save, and Caputo couldn't smash in the rebound. Pass near side for Maeda. He's poke-checked immediately. Good defensive work again there by the All-Star. On goal it comes. Thomas freezes and gets hacked. Got to control another own zone face-off. It's poked at by Gallardini. Yili, centering pass, snapshot. Thomas got a piece, and it goes high off the glass, just barely staying in play. Pass for nobody in particular except Troy Jones, who takes it in stride. Jones over the attacking line as Hoerner driving the net. Jones forcing the save from Laurent. None forthcoming as it comes back to center. And now we will have one as Tauk goes down. Toward goal, blocked by Wateska. Slap shot. Thomas the save. The rebound out in front. Thomas another save reflexively with that right leg. Played out in front again. Tauk put it wide. To Martin. Martin over the attacking line as Caputo going to the net. Martin out in front. Martin knocked down. Penalty coming up on the Panthers. Behind the net. Maeda left wing circle. Cross ice for Alexander. Correction, Jones. Jones into the glove of Laurent. Behind by Fisher. Klein Fisher lets it go to Scuvart. Scuvart from an angle, save made. The rebound is almost tucked in behind Laurent. Oh, good thought there. O'Donnell trying to get it to Caputo. It's in on Laurent again, and again will face it off in the far face-off circle. Across the line, Rankin cutting down the middle. Yaley trying to go that way, but too well covered. To the point for Sheegan Sanowski. It's deflected in front and played back to the point for Cam Martiner. Back to Martin. Martin speeding over the attacking line. Centering for Alexander. Alexander had it bounce off his stick at the last moment. Oh, that's a bit of a break for the Panthers. Check. Forgot the puck. It comes up to Yaley. Yaley crisscrossing with Rankin. Rankin right circle. Fires high and wide into the protective netting. Wateska now trying to provide support on the back check. Shot from a bad angle by McQuaid is denied off the blocker of Thomas. Turnaround try. That went just wide. Outlet pass eventually comes to Holleran. Holleran with speed over the line. Holleran, right circle, fires on Laurent. He makes the save. Circle, fires on Laurent. He makes the save. Palmieri through a crowd. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Owen Laurent. Net. Panthers make a line change. Final 2:15 of the period. Centering pass O'Donnell. Back to Jones. Jones whiffed on the shot.
Forgot the puck. That'll be my comment as well.
Fisher toward goal. Save Laurent, and he has the rebound. Palmieri unable to center it. Caputo couldn't get it deep. Chance the other way for the Panthers. Tauk out of the play. USC has numbers. Tauk, left wing circle, high and wide.
Properly.
15 to go. Martin in the corner. Martin out in front. Scuvart toward goal. Wide of goal. Jones off the side of the net. Oh, Martin unable to finish in front. Alexander. Martin deferring to Alexander as it comes near side for Jones. Jones in the right circle. Driving goal. Good blocker save by Laurent from left point. Jones down low to Martin. Martin out in front for Palmieri. Palmieri on goal, and that hits something on the way in. My final round at the RMU Island Sports Center next week, Monday night, 7:15. Oh, glove save Laurent on Caputo. Indians unable to control it. Near side it comes to Rankin. Rankin with speed over the line. Rankin out muscled by Fisher. Side of the net. Thomas making the save, hugging that near post. Panthers unable to play it around O'Donnell. Up to Scuvart it comes. Scuvart has a step. Scuvart has a man going to the net. Scuvart shooting, kick save Laurent.
What they say, timing is everything. You're right. That tying goal was very well timed by Clair.
Maeda, side of the net. Oh, he almost tucked that under the bar as it went wide. Near side it comes to Yaley. Yaley across the attacking line. Yaley toward goal. Thomas the save and the rebound. Oh, Rankin just couldn't time it right. Pretty skilled teams. You tend not to see that many penalties occur organically. That's been the case tonight. Jones slapper. Oh, Laurent just got a piece of it. Jones taking off that puck. Comes back to center. Tauk has a step on the defense. Tauk left wing circle shooting. Thomas the save. Tauk has the rebound. Tauk has the rebound. It's off a Peters Township body. Panthers have it again. Snapshot. That caught the post and went out of play. Near side Rankin. Rankin over the line. Rankin chased by Wateska. Rankin out in front. Couldn't tuck it in behind Thomas. The Panthers think they've scored. Corbel to the point it comes. McCarthy. McCarthy through a crowd. Thomas is there.
Despite the crowd, Thomas had good eyes on that puck as it headed.
O'Donnell giving chase. He gets it. Indians get the cycle going. Out in front. Backhand try. Fisher toward goal. Score! Hold the... Rock and fire. Over the line comes Yaley. Yaley makes his move. Yaley to the goal. Shoots. Score! Not intimidated by the opponent. Not intimidated by the environment. Alexander for Jones. Jones to goal. Just wide. Panthers have the rebound. From an angle, it's played out in front. Right to Mucho. Mucho off a stick. Thomas had to be ready for that. Loose puck. Tauk has it. Trying to find someone to pass to. Tauk behind the net. Wraparound try. Thomas says enough's enough.
That puck knuckled in and took on a mind of its own.
For Rankin. Rankin 1-on-2 to the Peters blue line. Rankin contacted from behind by Martin. On goal it comes. Glove save Thomas. Anyway, doubled over a moment ago on the Peters Township bench. Loose puck, Lisak out in front. Thomas.
Whoa. Nifty.
Breath back as third period time ticks down. Scuvart and his team are offside.
Close one.
Ian sent it out in front. Too many black jerseys in the way. Panthers counterattack. Lisak down the middle. Lisak knocked down from behind as play continues. Panther fans and the Panther bench furious. Rankin following the bouncing puck. Centering pass, shot off the crossbar. Lisak. Martin going forward. Martin tied up. 4 seconds left. Martin's got to hurry and shoot. He does. Easy save there. Fisher knocks a man down behind the Peters Township net. Now Fisher himself goes down, and we're going to get a penalty here.
The Indians have looked lost at times on the power play, but it's OT. Let's see what they got.
Indians have it. Shot on Laurent.
Jones.
I think it was similar to that earlier in the season. Panthers shorthanded. Rankin to the goal. Wide of Thomas. Oh, so close. Eli Rankin perhaps trying to draw a penalty. And Martin kind of holding his hand, and a chance the other way, possibly shorthanded for Rankin, but it's going to be played aside by Thomas. In the power play for Peters Township. Drop pass to Martin for Maeda. Maeda from a bad angle. Oh, a tough save there by Laurent. Maeda up for Klein. Second power play unit going to work for Peters Township. Klein toward goal. Oh, a misplay at the side of the net. Maeda for Caputo. Caputo unable to get positioning on McCarthy, but now chases down this puck and has his stick held. Caputo out in front, it's loose. Panthers have it. Skate, Palmieri pinching. Left it for Jones. Jones to the point for Alexander. Alexander through a crowd. Score! For Alexander. Alexander through a crowd. Score! Game over! Good night!